What's up, guys? Today we're going to do a song called Marrow from Mayday Parade. They have a really cool live version of this, a video, and the video is put out from the Dunkin' Donuts Iced Coffee Lounge. So, after this video, you can check that one out and try to play along to it. Now, one thing I want to point out is that he picks it a little bit differently. He plays it a little bit differently on this live version than on the studio recording, but I thought that, this live version would be the way to go because it'd be a nice, simple version to try to play along to at the end. Now, you will have to use your fingers to play this one, but don't worry if you're not really too used to it. It's a pretty simple pattern, and it's actually kind of a fun thing to do when you're used to always using a pick to, switch it up every once in a while and try to use your fingers. So let's zoom in and do this. Okay, now before we get going, make sure to hit subscribe and then check out all the links that are down in my description. This song is going to be in, the tutorial is going to be in drop D tuning, so I just tuned my 6th string down to a D. Everything else is standard, but if you want to play along to the recording, you're going to have to tune everything a half step flat below that. So it'd be a D flat, an A flat, a D flat, and so on. Most of the song is going to be played on just the middle 4 strings, so on string 2 through string 5. And unless I say otherwise, these are going to be the fingers I use to play each string. I'm always going to play the 5th string with my thumb, the 4th string with my 1st finger, the 3rd string with my 2nd finger, my middle finger, and then the last one, the 2nd string, is going to be played with my 3rd finger, my ring finger. The pattern that I'm going to be using for the verse, I'm going to pick the 5th and the 2nd string at the same time. This is all on open strings right now. We're going to play with the actual notes in a minute. So we start off, we have the 5th and the 2nd string at the same time, followed by the 3rd and then the 4th string. So that's the little pattern. I go 1, 2, 3. Or I can count that. I could say 1 triple, 2 triple, 3 triple, 4 triple. And the song starts off, we have a verse. It sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Once this game that we pretend to play, always a day too late to try and pick up that way. If you want me to try, I will try till you're satisfied. Promise of things go right. We can go back if you like. Now, one thing to check out is on this part here, that's still a triplet. It's still the same thing. So we started off 1 triple, 2 triple, 3 triple, 4 triple. I just don't have to pick the middle one. I slide up 4 triple, 4 triple, 1 triple, 2 triple, 3 triple, 4 triple, 1 triple, 2 triple, 3 triple, 4 triple. And now we go into the chorus. Now the chorus starts off with this little part like this. And on that 3rd note, when I did the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, that one I am playing with my 1st finger. So I think that might be the only exception in this whole part. So normally the 1st finger is playing the 4th string, but on that note, I did play that with my 1st finger. So again, that part sounded like this. Stuck in between. Right there. First of all, that was the first one I got right. I just did that like 4 times. So, good job for me, I guess. But right there, we're going to go back into another verse. It's going to be just like the first, but with different lyrics. And then we go into another chorus. That one's going to be just like the first chorus too. And then we're going to have just one last part. Now, on this last part, some of the chords are pretty interesting. I'm going to show it to you first, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of things, like maybe some easier options on some of these chords. And then also, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be trying to strum this with my finger, because that's what he does in the video, and I don't normally strum like that, so hopefully it sounds good. And, you know, if not, just practice it more than I did, and you'll be able to do it better. So, let's do it. Now for a couple of the chords like that first one, let's see, I use my second finger to play string 6 and 5, but I use my third finger to play string 4, and then my first finger to play the third string. And then another chord I wanted to show my fingers on was on this one right here. We have, let's see, 4, 5, 4, 7. And I'm using my first finger, I'm barring it across a few strings there. That way it's playing the 4th fret on the 6th string and the 4th. That's all with my first finger. And then my second finger is playing the 5th fret of the 5th string. And my pinky is playing the 7th fret of the 3rd string. Now some of these chords are kind of strange, and if you wanted to make it a little bit easier on yourself, you could just play the lowest, the thickest 2 or 3 strings. So for example, on that first chord, instead of playing all 4 of those strings, I could just bar my finger across and just play 2 or 3 of them. And that goes for all of the rest of the chords too, especially on that weird one that I just showed you. Alright, good job guys. I hope this video helps you out. Let me know if you have any questions or requests for other songs. I saw that Mayday Parade was going to be playing at Warped Tour this year. They just released the lineup the other day. Hopefully I'm going to be able to go to it this year, so let me know like what bands I should be looking out for. Who's your favorite band that's going to be playing at Warped Tour? If you're new here, one of the reasons I started this channel is because I think music can really help people out. So if you do learn a song and you like it, go ahead and share it with somebody. Thank you for liking and sharing this video, and I'll just see you guys next time.